guys! Welcome to my vlog!
Happy morning, everyone! It was an honor to have met Dr. Rommel Pilapil Sergio, a professor of Canadian University of Dubai, professor at Abu Dhabi School of Management. And I got this book on management cases for thriving organizations in the new normal. Why not get yours too? And here we go! Leading Change, the Community Leaders Toolkit by Dr. Rommel Sergio.
There is, okay? Kaya ako na-share kanina na sinabi mismo ng aming president that we need to learn from you, from your community, because he specifically mentioned that the Arab community, particularly Canadians, and we need to learn from what we're doing. Pinakamahirap po na part yun eh. Yung bang kumuha ka ng, literally, pag kumuha ka ng something solid from the refrigerator, yung transformation nakikita mo from solid to liquid, di ba? And pag ginawakan mo, the part wherein nagpa-participate na, you know the norm and all that. No? So wag sana dumating agad dun sa last phase, which is the adjourning phase, wherein nagwi-withdraw na kayo, no? Or tayo, middle. No? Yun po yung tinatawag natin changing or moving part. Nagkakaroon na tayo ng realization, I need to accept the fact it's pandemic, it's transitioning, mahirap pang mga members agad-agad na dumating. Again, that's part of being compassionate to yourself. It's not all about us, it's about the followers too, and it's about the situation. The situational factor, may ganito tayong pinagdadaanan, di po ba? Last part, yun na po yung talagang real essence ng institutionalizing the change, which is the refreezing part. So may nag-unfreeze, nag-move, nag-refreeze. Ang refreezing part po, na dun na yung ating belief na ito na yung new normal eh. Maten ka ng session, iba naka-mask, iba wala. I hope naka-green mask kayo. At is active. So ramdam mo pa rin most responsive to change. Nandiyan pa rin yung emotional intelligence and grit. Diba? So if you would see more on the emotional intelligence part, leaders of today, they're more resilient. It's not a matter of intelligence anymore. Yung husay po natin sa academics, forget about it. Your technical skills, forget about that. You know, it's more on your sensitivity to change, your awareness to change, your being good in math, English, science, that's technical. So cum laude, forget about it. Hindi ka makakop sa change unless you understand, you fully understand what's happening, then the psychology of fears goes away. Okay? So therefore, you more comprehend what's going on. The key to acceptance to what's happening is awareness. If you're not aware of what's happening, you won't be able to comprehend what's happening. So therefore, you lose that particular part, that gap. Wherein the reason why you can't accept is because you don't understand, right? And you're not aware of what's happening. It's really a noble thing to serve unconditionally, because it's always unconditional when you serve our community, right? Absence of reward system. We're not paid for this. We're just giving our time, our expertise, and sometimes even our money, right? You all have to be here and transport yourself from one place over the other just to be here, right? And it's part of strengthening the core of community leadership and engagement. So I said here, it's really a noble task to become a community leader. And far more than what you know, the way to handle change as we move on to the post-pandemic world determines the extent of our contribution to the world, not just to our community. It's really a noble intention. Our legacy defines our passion to lead unconditionally. Because if not, we will definitely be in that state of always be drawing into that thing, what can I get? You will never be happy, and it will never definitely be part of a community that we serve if you have that kind of mentality. You're more stuck into that axis of getting what things you can get materially, from what you're doing. Dahil hindi yun talaga yung core of community engagement. So with that, I commend each one of you, whether one,
BSU,
or two,
There
you go. Mabuhay po ang Bayanihan at PhilHR at mabuhay ang BSU and the rest of you who are here today. Thank you very much. We have a free of what you do. That's a repercussion of what you have given. Like, nandito kayo ngayon, you want to learn something, but you're sacrificing something too. You're getting something, but you're sacrificing something. It's kind of ironic. You know, that's what opportunity cost is about. So when you post something in social media, let's just say, for example, let's be more specific. If it is more of politics, we know, for example, that the nation is very much divided. It's polarized. And I have my own, set of integrity to protect. I have my book that I have just launched. It's so difficult to make a stand, but I believe, even when I was still a student writer, a student scribe during my time, we have this kind of stand. A person without stand is a stand in itself. So if you don't come to take a stand, especially now, not to that effect of making a person's mindset same as yours, that's not the quest anymore. It's for you to make a difference in the world. If that's a way for you to state to the world, this is what you believe in. It's a form of self-expression. But true that, ang galing lang yung tanong, true that there may be a part of that repercussion, that effect, that may have an impact, more so probably a negative impact rather than positive impact. It's a matter of choice. So we're always given a choice, and in that choice, again, I'll go back to that basic premise of opportunity cost. You're sacrificing something once you make a stand, and it's something that you need to be, I would say, happy about and proud about, because not every time you're given the opportunity to express. So a part of yourself is saying, this is me. And whether you like it or not, it's not a matter of accepting me. It's a matter of me being me. And looking into that aspect, you being a community leader, no matter how you try, always you will receive comments, criticisms, even far beyond what you can think about. But stand still, because what other people would say will not really define you.
Yeah.
The you in you is a you, so no matter how difficult it takes for other people to accept that, you need to really make a stand. So again, a person without stand is a stand in itself. Yeah. Thank you. Naging kanina na make a stand, kasi as a private individual, kanina sabi ko, we have multiplicity of roles. It depends on which hat you're taking in. Are you talking about your stand as an HR professional? Minsan ang intro nyo o yung prelude nyo sa social media post nyo as an HR professional or as a professional, then you're taking your hat as a professional, right? There's no specific law that would inhibit any teachers, for example, or educators of today to express their views. It's a free country at the end of the day. We're in a democratic society. Well, unless you're in the government, there are some restrictions as per the rules of engagement. Then, therefore, you need to be more careful on what you post, right? At that. So, that question leads us to that point. There's no specific answer that would govern what is right and what is wrong. But as soon as you handpick a side and you think that it's worth it to share to the world because it's so important that the world would hear you as well. Everyone has a spot in social media now, regardless of your color of the skin, your nationality, your background information, your social demographic profile. And it makes a lot of difference whether, it's just a matter of probably how you say it. If you become a negative source of information or you steer negativity, that's another side of the story.
To ponder as we think on how we can better ourselves in doing what we are doing today. And thank you also for Doc Allen for inviting us to be here.
Yeah.
Pinilit kita.
I hope it's worth it.
It's really worth it. And I'm happy I made it today. Now my question is, for the community leaders, because the sad thing about other community leaders is that, and these are all Filipinos also, we have to face the fact that some are really going to play as your detractors. Like they can say whatever negative things about you, just to be able to a picture of yourself in front of others, who you are, and give a different perspective of exactly who you are. And that's a very sad thing. It's a sad thing when the person who is much affected is only happy when that leader can see the genuine happiness on the faces of his members, right? Like, it's your passion. But there are people who would really destroy you and would really play as your detractor. From the psychologist's perspective, what best piece of advice can you give to like leaders who are on the other side of the coin, not playing as detractors, but the one who are being distracted?
Talagang intellectually stimulating, ano. Yeah, siyempre hindi na rin bago sa akin. 15 years na ako sa UAE.
Exactly.
At kahit naman sa Pilipinas, talaga naman nangyayari yan. No, it's a sad reality. Ang ironic po, mga kapwa ko, community leaders, kasi UAE is one of the most active communities there are in the Middle East. Probably we are at the helm, at the top of everything. Secondly, nakikita ko yung Saudi, Bahrain. Pero parang mas alive, ang dami. No? Pag nakita niyo po yung number ng accredited organization sa ating konsulado, minsan in a year ang nakapila kami para to get our accreditation, yung re-accreditation paper. Siguro abot kami ng 50 to 60, no? Ang laki noon. So you cannot do anything about it. What you have to do is, instead of you thinking about it every now and then, yung character ni Blue sa Inside Out na movie, that always is something I share in my mental health program, so na at the end. Kasi clearly, Blue said there that there's no such thing as stability of negativity over time. It's something you need to recognize, true. That's why I said awareness is the most important key towards acceptance. So once you have understood why these things are happening, what's the intention of the other camp or the other person, why this is being done, and sometimes it's really something unfathomable. You can't really find the reasons other than probably saying that they're not at the helm of everything. You're the person leading the team. There's a certain level of intimidation. There's
Jealousy?
envy, whatever, you know. But then after having skimmed through all of those, what's next? Do you internally state to yourself, this is enemy? No, you still find that person as part of the community that you serve.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Blue was right when that character said that if you don't know the good times, if you don't know the bad times, how would you know there's a good time? So it's like having a rainy day today. It doesn't stay all year round. Come what may, the sun will shine.
Yeah.
And there's always as what we normally think about, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. At mahirapan yung pinagdadaanan natin, it's very painful. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung unfreezing part ng Kurt Lewin's theory. Yun yung madilim na part na hindi mo maintindihan bakit ganito yung nakukuha mong comments, and sometimes it even leads to self-doubt. Yung self-doubts, yung post ko sa social network ko, kahapon lang yata yun, na sinabi ko, it has never been a smooth road towards leading. It's always a bumpy road, no? And pain is part of it. And you grow out, ironically, you grow out of pain. Those painful situations.
Mabuhay po kayo, sir. Indeed, it was a fruitful seminar with our speaker, no other than Dr. Rommel Sergio. I just want to share with you this quote. It says, "Curiosity is the beginning of knowledge, but understanding is the beginning of wisdom." So until my next vlog, sana may nakukunan kayong aral sa vlog na ito at lagi niyong antabayanan. And don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel.